is your profession?
I'm a police officer.
Police. Comme ça, il peut courir après les voleurs. That way you can run after the robbers.
Right, when it comes to leg work, we can go after them.
Is the medal for you or your team?
Yes, I'm going to take it back to Uganda. It will be for the whole team and for the whole Ugandan. Right. Because in the medal brackets, where they count how many medals won by country, they will say Uganda won 1 gold medal. They will not write Akii-Bua won 1 gold medal.
Welcome to More Sports Studios. I'm here today to discuss the life and times of John Akii-Bua, a great African, a great Ugandan, a great athlete, and a great world record holder by the name of John Akii-Bua. I'm just going to, read to you a short biography of Akii-Bua so that if you're joining us and you don't know who Akii-Bua is, I want to give you some kind of background, on him. And then I'll come back and talk to Patrick Cody, who is joining me today, is his son and the last born of John Akii-Bua. And I'll be talking to Adongo Godwin, who is also a granddaughter to Akii-Bua. But first, John Akii-Bua was a pioneering Ugandan athlete and the first Olympic gold medalist from Uganda. He made history at the 1972 Munich Olympics by winning the men's 400 meters hurdles in a world record time of 47.82 seconds.
It's a good start. And it's Ralph Mann going particularly hard with Emery now beginning to cut him back. And it's Emery still leading. Akii-Bua on the inside is getting left behind a little bit. And Emery with a clear lead now, with Akii-Bua coming on the inside. Akii-Bua coming on the inside. 2 hurdles to go, and Akii-Bua and Uganda's coming, and so too is Ralph Mann. Next to the last barrier, and Akii-Bua leads from Emery. The last one to go, and the African's going to win it. Emery in second place, and Ralph Mann finding for the silver. Akii-Bua wins, and the new world record, taken the distance into a new era. Akii-Bua, uninhibited, hurdling on both legs, sees he's got the world record, and he's put Emery's 4-year-old Olympic and world record out of the books. And he wants to go on a lap of honour, and he's ignoring the officials who want him.
His victory was a significant achievement for Uganda and Africa as a whole, marking a milestone in Olympic history. Born in Lira, Uganda, Akii-Bua came from a large family and began his athletic career as a short-distance hurdler. He initially struggled to qualify for the 1968 Olympics, but found success after being introduced to the 400 meters hurdles by British coach Malcolm Arnold. Under Arnold's guidance, Akii-Bua honed his skills and emerged as a formidable competitor. At the 1972 Olympics, Akii-Bua's performance was nothing short of spectacular. Despite limited international experience, he clinched the gold medal, setting a new world record. His achievement was celebrated both in Uganda and globally. However, the political turmoil in Uganda, including the regime of Idi Amin, led to challenges in his personal and professional life. In 1979, fearing for his safety, Akii-Bua fled to Kenya with his family.
I've never felt so miserable, I feel like I just don't know what I can say. I've not taken a shower since. You can see my head, you can see my beard. I've never shaved this. You can't explain anything to anybody here.
He was later assisted by the German sportswear company Pume and spent several years in Germany before returning to Uganda in 1983. Akii-Bua attempted a comeback in the 1980 and the 1984 Olympics, but did not achieve the same level of success as he had before. Upon his return to Uganda, he became a national coach contributing to the development of athletics in Uganda. He passed away sadly in 1997 at the age of 47 and was honored with a state funeral. His legacy endures with various honors and memorials dedicated to his memory. Akii-Bua's story is a testament to resilience and excellence in the face of adversity. His achievements continue to inspire athletes and individuals worldwide. So, what a man! What a good and fantastic athlete. Welcome to the studio, Patrick Okodi. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Very fine.
Okay, so Patrick,
Yes.
when you hear your father's name spoke with such reference around the world, how does that make you feel as a son?
Yes, I used to feel so proud, and sometimes I shed tears because we lost somebody who was supposed to build athletics in our country and in Africa, because he used to train young athletes. He encouraged some athletes all over the world. Though, for us as his children, he used to bring us together to participate in athletics, but unfortunately, we didn't carry that talent. I was in for football, and football did not work for me. I dropped football. So I was proud to hear his name as a great African athlete.
Oh, okay. So, like everyone in the world, when it comes to the name John Akii-Bua is a household name. We heard Akii-Bua's story. We read about it. And in historical context, we understood what he went through, as a black man, as an African who was not even given any chance to progress to the Olympics. And not only doing that, he had to beat two great athletes, one from the US and one from the UK, who were the leading athletes in 400 meters hurdles in the world at that point in time. So we all know him as a sporting, hero. But to you, as a son, who is the man behind the medals? Who is the man behind the Olympics? What was he to you as a dad, as a father?
My father, John, was really a happy person who brought a lot of joy to your country. And sometimes I used to feel so not proud because we lost a great man. Because he used to train athletes, including us, his children. Though for us, we didn't carry that talent. So we have been feeling so proud of him.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. You know what? Everyone who's heard about Akii-Bua knows that he's a fantastic athlete. He broke world record. He did it when you are not supposed to do it as an African. And for some of us, I'm interviewing you today. I was not even born when he broke that record. And today we are still speaking about that record and all of the stuff that he's done. But we don't know him intimately. Who is this man? If you take away the sporting medals, all his, achievements, who is it to you as a dad? What is his private life like?
Our late dad, John, was a happy person. He was really a man of vision. He was really a friend to everyone. That is how I used to know my father.
Yeah.
Everyone
Fantastic.
who come across him, he took him as a son or a daughter.
Did he talk to you about everyone that raced 400 meters hurdles? does it sit you guys down and say, okay, this is what I did, and were there things that you kept private?
Actually, he used to tell us that there is nothing that comes free. He told me one day that he worked very hard. He trained very hard deep in the village because our grandfather was a chief. So he got opportunity of training his children, who was our dad. He was also a sportsman. So one day, the father was telling us that our grandfather took him for a training of spearing. You spear and you follow. You spear and you follow. So from there, he took initiative of being an athlete because he showed that ability with him. So he started with the jumps and later goes on to races.
That is a great story. So the sporting, gene has been there in the family for a long time. And, according to research, we also knew that John Akii-Bua was enrolled in the police force, and that while in the police, he was representing the police in, sprints and all of that. Were you old enough then to remember all of these things when he was in the police force?
Actually, according to me, I hear it as a story because by then I was already in Kenya. We came back around 1984-85 there. That's when we came back to Uganda. So, but from Kenya there, he used to come back for nationals trials to Uganda once in a while.
Okay, as the last born, are you telling me that he had you when he went to Kenya?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. So when we were conducting our research, what we learned was that he was in the police force and he was really, really good, representing, the Ugandan police, force. And they felt that his talent was too big, for the police force. And then he met up with the authorities at Uganda, and they said, look, we have to give you a special, dispensation to pursue your athletic career. And when he went and he won the Olympics, he came back to Uganda as a police officer.
There is a myth that people in high countries and little oxygen are exceptionally good sportsmen. Is that true?
Well, to a very certain degree, yes, but that's only a very small degree. They have to work very, very hard indeed to reach the standard that Akii has reached. It's not because he's at high altitude, it's because he's worked hard.